Alright guys, it's time for lesson 68. Love holds no grievances. You who were created by love like itself can hold no grievances and know yourself. To hold a grievance is to forget who you are. To hold a grievance is to see yourself as a body. To hold a grievance is to let the ego rule your mind and to condemn the body to death. Perhaps you do not yet fully realize just what holding grievances does to your mind. It seems to split you off from your source and make you unlike him. It makes you believe that he is like what you think you have become. For no one can conceive of his creator as unlike himself. So holding a grievance is holding on to anything that's upsetting, that hurt you, any of that stuff. Anything that's unforgiveness, that's holding on to a grievance. Anything that's annoying you, irritating you, pissing you off, that stuff, that's holding on to grievances. And it is killing you. It is putting you into darkness, into just the low vibration that hurts. Okay. Shut off from yourself, which remains aware of its likeness to its creator. Yourself seems to sleep, while the part of your mind that weaves illusions in its sleep appears to be awake. Can all this arise from holding grievances? Oh, yes. For he who holds grievances denies he was created by love, and his creator has become fearful to him in his dream of hate. Who can dream of hatred and not fear God? So yourself is the self that was created by love. And when you are holding on to grievances, you are disconnected from your true self, your higher self, the best form of who you are. You have to let them go. Stop cherishing these things that are not helping you progress in your life. It is as sure that those who hold grievances will redefine God in their own image as it is certain that God created them like himself and defined them as part of him. It is as sure that those who hold grievances will suffer guilt, as it is certain that those who forgive will find peace. So if you're feeling guilty, you're holding on to a grievance. You're holding on to something that you need to let go of. If you want to find peace, you must forgive. It's the only way. It just is. It is as sure that those who hold grievances will forget who they are, as it is certain that those who forgive will remember. You will find your true self through forgiveness. It is that important. It's the only step toward your true self that you can take. Would you not be willing to relinquish your grievances if you believed all this were so? Perhaps you do not think you can let your grievances go. That, however, is simply a matter of motivation. Today we will try to find out how you would feel without them. If you succeed even by ever so little, there will never be a problem in motivation ever again. So you really might be thinking, there's no way I can let go of this thing. This thing I did was so bad, I have to punish myself forever for it. Or this thing someone else did was so bad, I can never forget it. I can never let it go. Well, you're only hurting yourself, and you're only hurting all of us, because the more you hang on to that darkness, the less you're able to let your light shine, and your light is not added to contribute to the world and added to our light. We want your light. Everybody's light is important in order for us to reach this vibrational level of love universally. So if you're feeling like you can't let it go, talk to your higher self. Let them know, I'm having a really hard time forgiving myself or forgiving this person. Please help me see this in a different way. And help will come. Thoughts will come to your mind. Peace will come to your heart. You'll feel it if you allow yourself to. Begin today's extended practice period by searching your mind for those against whom you hold what you regard as major grievances. That's phrased a little funky, but basically look in your mind to find somebody that you have a major upset with, something that you think is just huge and horrible. Find those people in your mind. Some of these will be quite easy to find. Then think of the seemingly minor grievances you hold against those you like and even think you love. It will quickly become apparent that there is no one against whom you do not cherish grievances of some sort. This has left you alone in all the universe in your perception of yourself. So just like when in previous lessons we talked about any form of unforgiveness or of lack of peace is taking you away from peace, even however small it might be, however micro the judgment might be, however small the grievance might be, it is contributing to you getting out of alignment. And so it's important for you to acknowledge everything that you hold against people. And I guarantee you, because I definitely have done this and realized, like, oh, there's a lot here that I'm holding on to. Each person, I'm sure, if you sit and think about them for a little bit, you'll come up with something they did or some little mannerism they have or way of being that annoys you. And that's a grievance. Even if it's just a little tiny thing, it still matters. All the tiny little specks add up and obscure your perception and keep you from being in a place of love. Okay, determine now to see all these people as friends. Say to them all, thinking of each one in turn as you do so, I would see you as my friend, that I may remember you are part of me and come to know myself. Spend the remainder of the practice period trying to think of yourself as completely at peace with everyone and everything, safe in a world that protects you and loves you and that you love in return. Try to feel safety surrounding you, hovering over you and holding you up. Try to believe, however briefly, that nothing can harm you in any way. At the end of the practice period, tell yourself, love holds no grievances. When I let all my grievances go, I will know I am perfectly safe. Guys, this is beautiful. It's so big, it's so beautiful, it's so loving. I'm going to read the paragraph again. Spend the remainder of the practice period trying to think of yourself as completely at peace with everyone and everything. Safe in a world that protects you and loves you, and that you love in return. Imagine this. Make it real, and it will be. Try to feel safety surrounding you, hovering over you and holding you up. Try to believe, however briefly, that nothing can harm you in any way. And tell yourself, love holds no grievances. When I let all my grievances go, I will know I am perfectly safe. I love it so much. The short practice period should include a quick application of today's idea in this form. Whenever any thought of grievance arises against anyone, physically present or not, love holds no grievances. Let me not betray myself. Holding on to those grievances, you're making things harder on yourself, darker on yourself, scarier. So let go of those grievances. In addition, repeat the idea several times an hour in this form. Love holds no grievances. I would wake to myself by laying all my grievances aside and wakening in him. Okay? So, if you're someone like me who was very judgmental and you didn't even realize it necessarily, or held on to making yourself feel bad about things that you did, decisions you made, let them go. We're all learning, we're all growing. Everything you're doing, everything you're experiencing, you've never done in exactly that way at exactly that time, and it's all a learning experience. So go easier on yourself. Let go of those grievances. Ask your higher self for help, and know that any effort made is worthwhile. All right, good luck. Let me know how it goes. Take care.